We got to meet a lot of new Supes this season, some with interesting powers and others that were clearly in the bottom 10% and were seen as disposable. So, like Thomas Godolkin, I thought it was only right to rank them from weakest to strongest. Before I start, I just want to say that this ranking won't include characters such as Sister Sage, Black Noir, A-Train, or Starlight, as they are main characters in The Boys. This list focuses mainly on characters that belong solely in the Gen V universe, and have more focus in this show than in the parent series. Hempel, pledged to the frat house. Hempel, the Supe from Season 2 that I rank last, is the one who probably received the least punishment this season. Not only was he forced to walk around in a diaper, but his powers were among the least useful we've ever seen. His power allowed him to transform his big toes into thumbs, something that doesn't provide much benefit beyond slightly enhanced grip with his feet. He ought to be at the bottom of the list, which is fair. Black Hole, overall, Black Hole didn't offer much. Even though he was essential to the final battle, his abilities were pretty pointless. He could take in people around him, and then let go of them later, but this gave him no real advantage in a one-on-one fight. Stacy Ferrer. We didn't see much of Stacy, but what we did learn was that her power made her resemble a bee. She had a stinger that could cause an extremely painful death to anyone she stung and could also produce honey. However, her greatest flaw was that, just like a real bee, using her stinger would kill her. Realistically, her power was redundant, as it would render her dead upon use. Ally. The only reason Ally ranks higher than the previous ones is that she proved quite useful when taking out Thomas Godolkin. Her powers consist of being able to extend her hair and control it with her mind. She saved the day twice and came through on both occasions. Although we haven't seen her face to face, Godolkin's inability to escape her hair's grasp suggests that her power could be quite useful. Lisa Henning. The final episode only gave us a brief glimpse of Lisa, but we did learn that she could use her hands to shoot fire. She wasn't seen much, but her powers were cool and definitely more powerful than those of the lower ranks. Dognaut. In addition to the usual Compound V enhancements, Dognaut's abilities were similar to those of a dog. He could communicate telepathically with dogs, had an extraordinary sense of smell, night vision, and enhanced hearing. He fought well, but he was ultimately defeated by a Supe who was stronger. Annabeth. Annabeth could have ranked higher if her precognition abilities were more reliable. She was unable to determine when or how to stop what she was seeing, and her visions were hazy and frequently unhelpful. She is the worst precog Godolkin has ever seen, as he stated. She has potential to be god tier, but that hasn't been shown yet. Rufus. Although Rufus uses his powers sparingly, they are actually quite potent. He can hypnotize others, make them obey him, and erase their memories afterward. He can also enter someone's mind to search their memories for specific information. These abilities could be incredibly powerful in battle if used correctly, but he's never applied them effectively. Harper's capacity to absorb the powers of another Supe for a minute is impressive. This indicates that if she got close enough, she might have strength comparable to that of a Homelander. Her biggest flaw, on the other hand, is that she can only hold the power for a minute at a time, rendering her powerless after that if no other Supes are nearby.